Hello everyone. Happy October. I am here to share with you the Christmas Stampathon October Challenge. My name is Ellen Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I'm just north of Sydney in Gosford, and I hope you are all well. So for our October challenge, we are working with birds and branches. So want you to add in some birds and branches into at least 4 Christmas cards and share them over on our Facebook page, which is linked below in the description. So for my cards this month, I've used quite a number of things. A few of them been around for a while, and a few of them will be released in November, so in just 5 or 6 days time. So I have used the Storybook Gnomes Designer Series paper for the background. I've used the beautiful trees die for the tree. I have used the Framed and Festive, which is going to be a limited release stamp set for our sentiment, along with the Stylish Shapes dies. And for our oval frame here that we have our birds and our tree from Beautiful Frames, I have used the framed florets dies, and these will be available as an early release as of, I think, the 1st of November, and this will then go into the new mini catalogue in the new year, and the Framed and Festive is available up until the 3rd of January next year. So let's make this card. It is fairly simple, but I think it definitely does have the Christmas touch. So I'll just pop these out of the way, and Storybook Gnomes paper is definitely a must-have if you love cute things. So these Christmas trees are pretty good. Now I have already made 5 of these cards, so I've done them fairly similar. Some of them I've chosen branches, so I've had a bit of an experiment of where I put my bits, or my birds. So the colors I'm using today are real red. We're using some mint macaron that is also in the Designer Series paper, and this is the back. You get some really cute animals, but I chose to use the trees, and I have added in some soft suede for the tree, and for the tree I have pre-put that on some adhesive sheets, so when I take off the backing, the adhesive backing, it is all sticky and ready to adhere down. This is the tree die. I will see if these will come out. This is the tree die. Now don't be worried about this piece all the way around. It just supports the very fine, I'll flip this back over, it just supports the very fine end to the branches, so they don't move and you do get the same tree every time. This is and we will actually be using this today. This is, and I haven't got that machine prepared, but that's okay. That's what we'll be die cutting the sentiment out of. And the bird die is actually a double bird die. So you have your left and your right bird in one die, which makes it super easy. And I will need a left and a right bird. So I did cut a few extras, and there is our left and our right facing bird. So I'm just going to put my cards in here ready to add one more, because I definitely do need a few more for my stash. I will actually leave one that I've made earlier here for reference, and I think we're going to start with our stamping and get that out of the way. Pop all these bits to the side. So from the Framed and Festive stamp set, I've just used this very simple but still handwritten font of Merry Christmas. I've already popped that onto one of our amazing blocks, which are so easy to hang on to, especially with my hands, because I do have CMT, which is a type of neuropathy, affects my hands and legs, and I love the fact this is so easy to hang on to. So just stamping the real red onto the mint macaron and leaving this to transfer. I'm very happy with that. Pop that aside. Now, I know I struggled to have some birds, but I'm hoping you guys have some birds or even some Christmas branches that you can use for your cards. Now, I'm actually going to grab my mini machine today and use that. Now, I have one plate here. There we go. I have my 2 plates. So I hope you have something in your stash. Actually, my my beautiful tree dies are borrowed, and I just happen to have them in my stash. Borrowed them from a dear friend, and I went, oh, they will be absolutely perfect. So all we ask is that you make 4 cards and you pop them onto the corresponding post on our Facebook group, and either myself or one of the other admins, we've got Esther, Ruth, myself and Shirley, you could go in the running to receive one of our cards in the mail. So pop that down, crank this through. There we go. Just going to close this up. If I can grab this other end, take this out, and that is perfect for what we need. And I will just pop this in recycling for another day. And my plates are away. So pop my little die cuts just up here out of the way, and I'm going to start assembling everything on my vellum oval. Now, I did say the vellum oval is from our framed florets die. So I've used this one, and I do have quite a number of vellum frames on the outside, but all I really wanted was a plain oval on the inside. So I'll definitely will be finding another project to use for those pretty frames. So I've just got my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to separate this backing because I have used the adhesive sheet, which will give me a fully sticky tree, which is what I want. And of course, because I'm on screen, I just can't get the corner of this up there. No, I thought I was there, but I am not. Let's just try a different spot, a different corner. See how we go. There we go. So slowly going to pull this off, and hopefully you can see that that is shiny. So it's shiny and fully adhesive. And if I was smart, I would also grab my silicone sheet, which is going to mean I'm not going to stick the part of the tree that hangs over onto my messy mat. So give those stick down, and what I want to do is just turn it over and give it a really good burnish. With my finger is totally fine. So finger is fine. Next I'm going to adhere my birds, and I'm going to use our mini dimensionals. So flip them over, just take one mini dimensional on the belly of each bird. Whoop, I took that whole piece up. I will use that piece for my sentiment, so don't stress. Oops. Doesn't want to come off. Do you find that when someone's watching you, it never wants to come off? So we're heading towards the end of the year with our Christmas Stampathon challenges. So if you're feeling a bit unprepared for Christmas, never worry about this. This just goes back in and you twist it and it's now locked. Oh, I didn't twist it hard enough. So, and twist, there we go. That isn't coming out. I obviously didn't twist it well enough last time, and I swear I had my bin here and my bin has gone MIA. Here it is over here. So I'm just going to pop these on. So these were a really easy card to mass produce, and I love the grove of Christmas trees in the back. Okay, so I've chosen these two branches here that are a little shorter for our birds to perch on. Okay, and then these places will also wiggle him around. Perfect. The one thing I haven't done though is some eyes for these. They're looking a bit bare, and that's all of them. I'll have to find my marker to do that. So just to give them a bit of life, and so they're not all red, because they do look like the perfect red cardinal, which is what we're after. So I'm just going to pop another mini dimensional on the back here. So that is that part all done and ready to rock and roll. Now for the sentiment, I'm going to stick it flat, totally flat, and then I'm going to put dimensionals behind it because I kind of want my birds to be the feature. You could I'm not adding any other embellishments, so you could most definitely add some other embellishments. You could add Winker Stella to the birds, and that would look really, really sweet. Sorry, just concentrating here for a second. So that would look really sweet having that on the birds. I'm just going to add an eye, and I'm just going to put this long strip over the back, pop that in the rubbish, and feel very satisfied when you finish a whole strip, because I most certainly do. And now let's see if this wants to come up for me. So I'd love to know if you've got some little birds like me, or whether you have bigger birds in your stash. I know Stampin' Up have done some amazing bird stamps, and I haven't got any, and I really, truly don't know why, because they're gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to pop this down just like that. Take our real red card base. Now, if you wanted to, you can add a white or a neutral coloured insert in here to write on. I find if I write with a black pen, you can read it totally fine, no issues at all. And let's pop on this glue, and once we have popped that on, I just want to add the eyes, and I'll show you how it looks, and you can tell me if you think I went one step too far with these cards. So let's just even this up. There we go. And I'm sure I can put my hand on. Perfect timing. So I have the light basic black, and this is in the blend, and I'm just going to use the bullet end, and I do have a little that didn't work. I shook as I did that. So you've just got a little spot. So just a little spot, and it does just bring them to life. I knew I wanted to do that, but I had totally and utterly forgotten to do it. So I'd love to see your creations. So pop over to the group, as I said. They are in, or the address for that is in the description box below here on my YouTube channel. And I have used the the framed florets dies, the stylish shapes, and I used this one. I have used the beautiful trees dies, and I specifically used this tree and these birds, and I also used the framed and festive stamp set. So this is only available for a limited time. Please join us over on the Christmas Stampathon, and you've got till the 25th of November to get your challenges in. If you haven't completed all the challenges, please feel free and go back, look at all the amazing inspiration from both the design team and the participants, and we'd still love to see your designs, even if it's after the date. So have an amazing month, and I can't wait to see your creations. Bye.